Nobody's chasing you from your village. It is not spiritual. Stop allowing people brainwash you just because you don't want to change your pattern. That thing that is happening to you that you are thinking is spiritual is juju. It's called pattern. Let me tell you what happened to you. It keeps repeating itself exactly the same way. When you come out of this one, it will happen again. When you go into a relationship, it will reoccur. It just keeps repeating itself like deja vu. Your pastors have told you that it is your mother. It is your father. It is what they buried in the village. That's a lie from the pit of hell. A lot of religious leaders do not like to think, reason. They are not factual. So they hide under spirituality, because spirituality is one thing a lot of people cannot explain. Yes, it's a mystic. They hide under it to be tormenting you. Let me teach you something you do not understand called pattern. Pattern is when you are used to a certain thing. When you are comfortable with a certain thing and you don't want to change it, you will keep repeating it. And when you repeat the same pattern, you get the same result. If you want to know that nobody is chasing you from your village, travel outside the country. When you travel outside the country, that is when you know that winch does not exist. Do you know why it looks as if when you travel outside the country, winch does not pursue you there? It's because when you travel outside the country, you will be forced to change your pattern because there is a law. You will be forced to do some certain things you used to do because there is a law. And you begin to see that your life has begun to change. It can't be like say the winch don't leave you. Pattern. Many of you are so afraid to change. You are so comfortable with what you are used to. You keep repeating it with different people, different body, different situation. You keep getting the same results. It now looks as if you are a failure. It now looks as if somebody is chasing you. Nobody is chasing you. The problem is you are afraid to unlearn and relearn. You are afraid to utilize your brain. You are afraid to drop a lot of things that your parents told you that is no longer existing. There are some things our parents told us that is our problem now. You will have to drop it. That pattern is your problem. That one your mama tell you, now be your problem. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to belittle your mother's brains or your father's brain. Neither am I trying to say that they are not intelligent. No. I'm only saying your parents will only give you advice based on their mental capacity and the situation that is surrounding them at that point. The world is evolving. The advice your parents gave you 7 years ago, if you use it now, it will be your doom. Because the world has evolved. They only gave you that advice based on their circumstantial situation and how life was then. It's like pouring water into a jar. Remember that for every time you pour water into a jar and it settles, dirt is under. The more you keep pouring water without washing that jar, there is a lot of dirt in it. Once in a while, you will carry the jar, you will wash it, pour the dirt and put fresh water. That's what you should continue doing to your brains. A lot of you are too static-minded. That is your biggest problem. You don't want to learn. You are just so stuck with those things that you know. You will fight, you will die by it. That is what is chasing you from your village. The fact that you refuse to drop some certain norms. Life will be difficult for you. It's like saying you don't want to use internet banking. You go suffer. It's like saying you don't want to use ATM. You go suffer. It's like saying, I like button phone. I don't want soft touch. You go suffer. Things have evolved. Life have become easier. Why suffer? Our biggest problem are the things that we do not know. And that is the birth of poverty. The difference between a rich person and a poor person is knowledge. The rich person know what you don't know. That's the reason why sometimes you're saying, I have strength more than this person. I have sense more than this person. I am finer than this girl. I have all it takes. I'm outspoken. I'm confident. How come she's richer than me? There is something she knows that you don't know. Even though you will do it better, the fact is that you don't know it. And a lot of people don't even want you to know it because they know that when you know it, you will do it better than them. You will overshadow them. They know that you have the mental capacity. They know that you have the zest, the drive to move that thing. They know. They would never tell you. That's knowledge. And it's so unfortunate that a lot of you do not want to learn. You are not poor because you are not good enough. You are not poor because you're not a Christian. You are poor because you have refused to unlearn and relearn. You have refused to drop rubbish and know something important. That's the reason why sometimes personalities like us are mystery. A lot of people see me and say, oh, blessing, how did you get to this point of your life? My life changed just in 3 years. I didn't used to be this person. I didn't used to be this famous. Nope. Until I began to know some certain things that a lot of people did not know. There is always a secret to success. And the secret to success is not always blood money, ritual, yahoo, juju, like people always say. No. The secret to success is knowledge. That knowledge you don't want to listen to. Videos like this, people swipe past it. There's so much knowledge filled in this video I'm talking about. But it might not even get so much views, so much likes, or so much comments. Yes. It's because things like this, knowledge is hidden under messages like this. People like rubbish. And tomorrow you're wondering who is chasing you from your village. Nobody. So if you ever come across this video anytime, any day, any year, I want to teach you something. You would open up your mind to learn and unlearn. You can learn from anybody. And remember, you don't have to like people to learn from them. The same way you don't like your teachers, but you have no choice than to learn mathematics. Because that's all you need to graduate. Knowledge is power. And if you want to leave this destination to another destination, you must be willing to drop some certain norms, open up your mind, and learn. I thought I should remind you that nobody's chasing you from your village. Sometimes you're the one chasing yourself. That thing that you are running away from is your shadow. And it keeps chasing you because that is who you are. Until you change your pattern, your shadows will continue chasing you everywhere you go. Don't forget, that shadow that is chasing you is just your reflection. When you change your pattern, your life will become beautiful. I thought I should let you know. This message should be able to change your life, your mindset, and your thinking. I hope it helps. Don't forget, you can talk to a therapist. We have an office right here in Lagos State. You can call the number 070-195-11795 for more inquiry. We have certified, qualified relationship and mental experts that can help you emotionally. Don't forget, we love you and we got you anytime, any day.